Hi, I'm Maria, and you are watching Move the Needle Monday, where I share tips on how to move the needle in your business in under 10 minutes. This week, I am talking about the front end of your business. This is the end that clients will see. It is your client interface end. So what do you need to be doing on the front end of your business before you actually get yourself out there and start attracting and working with clients? I've got 9 questions for you to think about as you're thinking about this. Question number 1, probably the most basic question, very important question though. What will you actually call your business? Now, if you're a virtual assistant or a service provider, I think it's totally fine to go with something like your name. Your name is a totally valid business name. So I called my business Maria Kara's Creative Virtual Assistants, and I've kind of stuck with it for years now. But you can go with something a little more aspirational, a bit more of a brand name that is less tied to your personal brand. So something like Elite Virtual Assistants, which is an actual business, or Prosperity Virtual Assistants, Inspired Graphic Design, something that's not necessarily tied to your name, but is more aspirational and encapsulates your brand values a little bit better. So question number 1, very, very simple. What are you actually going to call your business? Question number 2, which is tied to question number 1, is what domain will you use for your business? So if your business is named after your name, you can simply just go for something like your name as a domain. So mariakaras.com is what I went with. Or you could go with your business name, inspiredvirtualassistants.com. But this is an important step in the process as you're building your business. You need to secure your domain name quite early on so that it doesn't get snapped from underneath you. And you can go check whether your domain name is available on places like GoDaddy.com, Namecheap.com, Bluehost, places like that. You can go and secure your domain name quite affordably in most cases. Question number 3 to think about as you're building your business. Where will you host your website? Where will you build your website? Now, there's a ton of really easy to use website building platforms where you can also buy hosting at the same time in a nice little package. There are tons to choose from. So you can go with something like Wix.com. I personally went with Squarespace.com. You can also use WordPress.com. And there are other really affordable, even free ones like Milkshake.com or Card.co, where you can easily build a one-page or a multi-page website. And if you're just starting out, one page could be absolutely fine for you. There's some key aspects to include and key pages to include to your website, but when you're just getting started, a single page just to get something up and running that showcases your services, your rates, any testimonials you might have, a little bit about you, a contact form, and your social media handles. That pretty much covers the basics and the most important part. Oh, and if you have a portfolio and some samples of your work, definitely that's a fantastic thing to include on your website. Number 4, what will my professional email address be? Yes, you can stick with @gmail.com or @hotmail.com for your business communications, but I would really recommend when you're buying your domain or your hosting, you kind of purchase that email add-on where you can create an email address using your domain name, and then you can easily and simply integrate it with Gmail or Outlook or your preferred email hosting platform. But I do strongly recommend that you have a professional email from the get-go. So it's your business domain at the end. So it's maria@mariakaras.com. And you want to think about what it's going to say before the @ So is it going to be something like Maria @ or is it going to be something like info or hello or support or anything like that? So coming up with a business email address is quite an important step before you start your business, as it really makes you look professional and credible from the get-go. And question number 5 kind of ties into that, is what will your email signature say? And this is kind of where you can have a little bit of fun with it, where you have to think about what is your actual job title, because that's what an email signature is all about, isn't it? It lists your job title, your website address, your contact details, and maybe you're linking out to social media platforms as well. A professional looking email signature goes a long way to making you come across as someone who's credible and who takes their business seriously. So don't skip that part. Question number 6. If you're not prepared to build a website yet, if you're not in that headspace just yet, maybe it seems a little bit overwhelming, I would recommend you build something before you start working with clients so that you have something basic that you can build on afterwards. But if you don't have that ready yet, is there something else, a portfolio, a document that lists out your services and maybe some samples of your work and your contact details? You're going to want to have something like that at the ready so that you can share with prospective clients, so that you can direct them to somewhere where they can read a little bit more about you and see an outline of your services and your rates. You can create this really simply on something like Canva, a beautiful PDF document that you can either email your clients, your prospective clients, or you can even create a link right in Canva and send them the link so that they can view it online. And question number 7, if you are building this separate portfolio document, what will you include on it? Will you include samples of your graphic design work, of your writing work? Just really spend some time thinking about what you want to include on your portfolio. And you can also think about whether you want to include any testimonials from past clients, or if you want to include your rates on your portfolio as well. So essentially, your portfolio is a one-stop, sort of like a semi-website that you can send to clients to get all the information they need to make a decision about whether they should hire you or not. Question number 8. Do I have any testimonials or client reviews? If you don't have something yet, it is worth going out and speaking to your past colleagues, past clients, and asking for a very short, brief testimonial. And you can get the information that you want from a testimonial by including maybe a couple of questions that your past clients can answer so that you get exactly the information that you need. It's great to have these because the testimonials, you can include them on your website, you can include them in your social media. So it's really, really important with every engagement that you have with a client that you have a system set up where you collect testimonials at the end of your time working together. Or even if you're working ongoing with this client, you can ask for a testimonial 3, 4, 5, 6 months into your working relationship, or whenever you completed a big project with them. It's always worth asking for testimonials, definitely. And question number 9, how will you use your testimonials? There's like a whole bunch of different things. I've already listed some of them. You can use them on social media, on your website. I like to pepper them in different places, like my email signature sometimes, in my email newsletters, in my proposals. Have fun with them, especially if they're short and sweet and you can easily kind of plug them in different places. Shout about the great work that you're doing. There's no shame in that. So once you get your testimonials, think about strategically how you can use them to show off your best work. Those are the questions you need to be thinking about as you're starting your business so that you're putting your best foot forward when you're out and ready to start attracting clients. You're showing up as the best version of yourself, as the best version of your business, and you're ready and welcoming with open arms new clients who are excited to work with you. If you've liked these tips, then make sure to comment below and let me know that you're enjoying these tips, and make sure to subscribe so that you keep getting my videos every single week where I share tips to move the needle in your business. Click subscribe and I will see you next week. Bye.